again, today we will take the chapter photosynthesis. In this chapter, we will learn to define photosynthesis. We will describe factors that affect on rate of photosynthesis. We'll describe the structure of leaves and describe the function of minerals in the root. Now, what is photosynthesis, Sibora?
Photosynthesis is the process by which the plants make food for themselves.
Okay, and which is the equation of photosynthesis?
The equation of photosynthesis is water, H2O, plus carbon dioxide, C2O, in the presence of sunlight, which gives us glucose, C6H12O6, plus water, that is O2.
All right, very good. So you know that plants use sunlight to turn water and carbon dioxide into glucose. And glucose is a kind of sugar. Also, you know that plants use this glucose as food for energy and as a building block for growing. Leaves are green because they contain a pigment that is known as chlorophyll. All right? Now,
yes.
Let's start to explain why is so important the photosynthesis for the life. First, photosynthesis makes organic molecules as glucose out of inorganic materials, carbon dioxide and water.
And gives energy to the plant.
Yes. And also it begins all food chains. So you have to know that plants are producers, and all food chains and food web will start with producers or plants. It also makes oxygen gas. So it's another importance of photosynthesis to produce oxygen. Now let's do these questions. Question number 1. Can you do it, Sema? Read it the first question and then you can say it.
The process that uses the sun's energy to make simple sugars is photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. All right, very good. Sibora, can you do it, please, the second question?
Yes. Photosynthesis is a process where plants use energy from the sun to convert carbon dioxide, I think, from the air and water from the soil into glucose to feed the plant, and oxygen is given out in the air.
Very good. Great. Now, which are the factors? We have said it that the main factors are light intensity, carbon dioxide concentration, temperature, water supply, chlorophyll concentration, and pollution. Let's remember together now how can affect on rate of photosynthesis. Light intensity, for example, Sibora, what can you say about light intensity? Sibora, please open. Sibora, I don't
Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry. The rate of photosynthesis goes up as the light intensity increases, because the more light a plant absorbs, the more synthesis it can occur. So even if we increase the light intensity, it gives us a positive conclusion, let's say.
All right. What about carbon dioxide? You can do it again, please. Carbon dioxide concentration.
We also get the same conclusion, let's say, even from the carbon dioxide concentration. When it rises, the rate of sugars that are made increases.
All right, so more carbon dioxide, more photosynthesis will occur. This is the conclusion. Temperature. Sema, how can affect temperature on rate of photosynthesis?
So in plants in winter do photosynthesis slowly than in summer, because the summer have more higher temperature than and it affects on plants how to say the growth.
Okay, so you have to know that in temperature we have an optimum. So an optimum temperature that ranges from 25 degrees to 35 degrees, it will happen more photosynthesis. At temperatures around 0 degrees, the enzymes will stop working, and very high temperatures, the enzymes will be denaturated. Okay, so the optimum temperature is again 25 degrees to 35 degrees. All right. Now, what about water supply? Sibora, do you hear?
Yeah, I hear. The water supply. Well, we need to be careful to give plants, let's say, the right amount of water, because too much water causes the plants to wilt, and a bit water, let's say, the lack of water, it causes them to wilt again. So we need to be careful with the water supply, even though it's an essential factor that the plant needs for it to live. Still, it needs to be in the right amount.
Okay, so it will be in the right amount, must be in the right amount. All
Yes.
right, now chlorophyll concentration and pollution. Gentiana, chlorophyll concentration. How can affect? More chlorophyll? More photosynthesis. Okay, so more chlorophyll, more photosynthesis will occur. Pollution? Sibora, please.
Pollution decreases the rate of photosynthesis because it produces salt that blocks stomata, and it reduces the amount of oxygen and carbon dioxide that travels through the plant cell. It has a negative effect on the leaves.
Okay, very good until now. Now, Gentiana, let's remember together all that which is the leaf structure. Firstly, we will say the external leaf structure, that is parts of the leaf, which are petiole, vein, midrib, and blade. Okay. Now, let's remember together which is the function for each one. For example, which is the function of blade, or what will contain the blade?
Blade is a leaf blade is the flat and the broad part of the leaf. The midrib is the thick line running through the center of a leaf.
Okay. Which is the function of midrib?
Midrib is used to transport water and minerals.
Okay, will transport water and minerals. Okay. The veins are tiny lines running throughout the leaves, and the petiole is the stop that will connect always the leaf blade with the stem. Okay.
Yes.
Now, it's very important to know the internal structure of leaf. Please don't forget that we'll start with cuticle, then upper epidermis, then is palisade mesophyll. Okay. Spongy mesophyll and lower epidermis. In the lower epidermis, it will be stoma or stomata with guard cells. Now, which is the function of waxy layer? Can you say it, please, Gentiana?
Waxy layer stops the leaf cells from drying out.
Okay. Sibora, please, the upper epidermis, which is the function?
It protects the cells inside the leaf.
All right, very good. Sema, the palisade layer, which is the function? Sema, do you hear me? Okay, Sibora, can you please? Yes.
Okay, palisade mesophyll has a bigger amount of chloroplast, thus produces more oxygen and glucose.
It will, okay, so it will happen more photosynthesis in palisade layer because we'll have more chloroplast. Very good. The spongy layer, Gentiana?
The spongy layer has lots of air spaces, and they do a small amount of photosynthesis.
Okay, and the lower epidermis is again to protect the cell inside the leaf. What about stomata? Sibora.
Teacher, can I?
Okay, Genta. Genta?
Stomata gas exchanges.
We'll do the gas exchanges, that is carbon dioxide and oxygen. Very good. Now, listen to me carefully. What minerals do plants need? You have to know that plants need mineral ions to control chemical activities and to grow. Also, which is the other function? To produce
Minerals.
To produce
Materials.
Okay. Now, the most important minerals are magnesium ions and nitrates. Let's see this table here. So we said it 2 of them, but here you have 4 mineral ions. That is nitrate, phosphate, potassium, and magnesium. You have to know that how mineral is used in plants. Nitrate, for example, it will help to make amino acids and proteins. It will be needed to cell growth. Phosphate is to make DNA and cell membrane. All right? Potassium help the enzymes needed for respiration and photosynthesis. Also, magnesium, it will be needed to make chlorophyll. This is very important to know. Please don't forget this one because it's important. Now, let's do some questions about this. Who can do the question number 1? Genta, can you do it? Let's do it together.
Minerals are absorbed in the form of ions.
Ions, very good, ions. The second, who can do it?
Me, can I do it?
Yes, you can, please.
Major function of phosphorus is in the formation of cell wall.
You can see it here. Phosphate. What I said it here? To make DNA.
Growth and respiration in cell membrane. Was it?
Okay, what I said it.
It was phosphorus, yeah, making
cell
DNA and
membrane. Again,
cell
make DNA and cell membrane. So which is the correct one here? Is
cell
the cell membrane. Okay?
Yes, the one.
Now let's go to the other one. Gentiana? Can you read it, please?
Most of chloroplast cells are found in the palisade mesophyll layer.
Very good. In the palisade mesophyll layer. Very good. Sibura, the second one.
Which structure opens and closes stomata to allow gas exchange but prevent water loss in leaves? C. Guard cells.
Okay, very good. Now, these are the questions that I have prepared for you. Next time we'll do more questions about this chapter. I have to say to you goodbye. And we will see next time. Okay?
Okay.